Hey guys, what's up? It's Nihon Tiger, and welcome back to another little episode of NihonTechnical. And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go back to a build we've done before. I'm sure most of you probably recognize this this setup here. If you don't, it's the Redstone torch power door that I made a long time ago. But I've compacted it a little bit further, and today we're going to actually walk through and show you how to build one. I've had a couple requests for people asking me, how do you build this? How do you make this? Because I didn't really explain it too well in my other video. So here's a torch. Alright, so the basic idea behind this, and I'll explain it here real quick to you, is, for those of you who haven't seen the old video, is you have a door, a piston door here that's always powered on, and it's controlled by sticky pistons with a block of your choice, and these are hooked up to a redstone repeater that powers both of these pistons. There's a torch up here that powers everything, and the idea here is the way redstone works: when you put one torch under the other, the top torch will power off and this will open the door. So the problem here is this works to a point. How are you going to get your torch back? So the rest of this, the bulk of this, is actually the torch retrieval mechanism that I've built, which is just a regular old piston with a water source block behind it. You probably want to do something, if you are building this in a snow biome, to make sure that this doesn't turn into ice. I had that happen because I originally built it in a snow biome. And then here is just a, I really need that anyways, but here is just a regular lever that acts as the release, closes that door, and you get your torch back like so. Alright, so how do I build this, you're probably wondering. Good question. So actually the first thing that I'm going to start with, and this is probably going to seem a little weird to some of you at first, because you're expecting me out here is going to build all the upper mechanisms, but no, I'm actually going to build the ice path here. So you don't really need a long ice path, you just need an ice path that goes from wherever you want to get your torch at to where the hole is going to be for the torch to drop down. So in this case you want that, and I've done it 4 wide here. You can do it longer or shorter depending on how you want your mechanism set up. And then you want to put another ice block there just to keep it going really fast when it comes down from up top. And the whole thing, the reason this is so big is it's gravity powered, so it uses the water's natural tendency to try and find the quickest path down to manipulate it into coming down this hole. And the ice, of course, makes everything move really fast. So that is the first thing. And here I'm going to put a stone slab as a stopper, and that'll work just fine. I've got a stone slab here at the end of this one, but that just acts as a stopper for everything else coming through. So now I'm going to grab some stone and build a kind of a shell around here, just a one wide shell. Now you can do this however you like. I just like using stone all at once here for this because it looks cleaner, and I'm always interested in doing a clean build. Alright, and here I want this one to be a little bit higher because I need to give space for the block item to fall through. And then here on the sides, keep the water from coming out, and then that's that. So this will keep the water from spilling out once you have this done. And then I'm going to come on up here and put these blocks here, and put, I believe, another block on top of that, and then I'm going to build like that and that. I think I need to go one more back. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that does that, and this is going to be the trough that the water actually comes through. And then you build another row of 3 on top of here, and your torch goes there. So that's how that works. So you want to set this up so that the redstone torch is going to be placed right on top of where you're going to want to put it on your actual build. So if I want my redstone torch placed here, I want to build a block on top and then another redstone torch on top of that. Just because that way it deactivates, and you'll hide all of this when you actually build it. So that's done. And now I want to kind of come up here and build the chute real quick. This is the chute for the water coming down, and I want to give it a little bit of space. So I'm just going to build a around here. And the reason I didn't build it one block over here is because if I have to have a this 4 block kind of grouping here, for the reason that, you know, if I don't do that, the water's going to come spilling out the front, or it's going to pool here. And if I built it a little further forward, obviously I wouldn't have that torch on top. So what I want to do, obviously, is build a little funnel. And now get my piston out. Put my piston right before this little drop here. So your water's going to come from this source block here, through this line, down out there, and then hopefully, if we did this right, it will go through here, down there, and back out. Alright, so piston here, and we're going to power that in a minute. So then we build backstop here, and of course if you're building in a snow biome, you will want to build a probably a glowstone lamp, not glowstone lamp, but like glowstone or something that will keep this thawed on top of the source block. So for the line here for this, the way you can set it up is you can set this up so you can set it up so you have your switch right here at eye level, and I'll show you how to do that real quick as well. Let me grab a lever, and this is for the piston up here. So easiest way to do it is you just put that there, put a redstone torch on the other side, and now you're going to build a single line up and back behind this piston. So up here, the piston has the space behind it and a redstone repeater on top. And remember, you need to have the redstone repeater touching the piston so it powers the piston. And build a kind of a simple little redstone line down here. And just for appearance's sake, I will do that. And then you just put your redstone up here and thread it on up, and there you go. And I'll test it real quick. As you can see, turn it off, the piston retracts, turn it on, the piston extends. So, good. So the next thing I want to test here is I want to make sure that we have our water path going the right way. So, let's get her a water bucket, water source block there, and I will, do I have a torch in here already? Put a torch in there, just as a test, and there we go. If I stand here, torch comes back. Good. So that is properly built. Now the last little part here is relatively easy. All you're doing is taking this this line here. You can kind of actually get rid of these blocks if you want them gone, but I would keep them because it makes it a lot easier to connect your redstone up here to this torch. So you build a redstone line out here, whichever side you want, and actually you could do this on either side. In case you're wondering, you would just have to reverse the pistons and whatnot for up here to make it on the other side, and you could put your door over here, or you could put your door over here. But that's your choice, and I will leave that to you. So the next part here is I break that block there, and I'm gonna take my redstone, break it down, and our door, let's see, our door is gonna be kind of at eye level here, so let's put it right here, just for the sake of doing that. Actually, no, I want to move it out a little bit more. I want to give myself a little bit of room for the repeater as well that we're going to need to power both these doors simultaneously. And As I mentioned, you need a redstone repeater here to power both of these pistons simultaneously for the door. And then you just hook your line up, your pistons extend, and there you go. So if I put in my redstone torch now, they will retract, can break, they extend, they retract, they extend, they retract. Very good. 1 second. Sorry about that, I had to make a cough real quick. Oh. But as you can tell, the idea here is you would use sticky pistons and another block of your choosing to hide whatever you would want to have it hidden as far as the hidden entrance goes. And then you would just kind of camouflage it up here and like build a fake wall. Something like that, you know. You could do that. In fact, you could even, if you wanted to, I believe you could kind of stagger these. So you could do something like this. You would have like another piston somewhere else. It doesn't really matter. What way you have them in, as long as these kind of open up. So I think you could. Let me test this out real quick. I think you can have a sticky piston like back here facing the other way. You would just have to wire. I believe you would just have to wire it the same way, just in a different pattern. So let me try doing this real quick, because we're pretty much done with the actual mechanics of it. And actually want to extend these out here because I want these to extend and grab. And then you would just need to have your repeater here. Let me power it real quick. Okay. So that's powered, and then I would want to bring this down like so, and it would come under the door here. Yeah, you could do something like that. You could do like a corner block even. That would be pretty cool. I kind of like that idea now that I think about it. A corner block would be awesome. So yeah, you might have to worry about these steps, but I'm building this on a super flat, so I can't really go a whole lot deeper. So just for test purposes, we will lay it out like this. You may need to do a little bit of maneuvering on your own to get it to work. And this should, in theory, if I do this, it should work, and it should retract both of them in the corner. And look at that. Isn't that cool? Make a little pathway there. So that's another way you could set it up. There's a lot of different ways you can set that up. But let's go back over here to the original one that I was just building. And this is a much more compact version of it than the ones I've built previously. So it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 7, which is a little bit smaller size-wise than the ones I've built previously, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. So it's 8 by 7 by 5. It's a lot smaller footprint than the ones I'm used to, and if you want to, just because you can see the water dripping there, you can put a block there. We'll stop the drip. But again, we'll put the torch down here, powers off this one up here, and powers off this line. And you come around back here, come on down to your lever, hit the lever, unpowers that line, opens a piston up, water comes down, there's your torch. Very simple, very easy to make. You can even take some extra steps if you want, and like for example, if you want to do something really cool, watch this. I will put a special block in front of it. Just like a dirt block, you can put a dirt block there in front of it and break the dirt block, and then it'll give you this, and then you'll just need to go like that. So that's like another little thing you can do to add a little bit of a touch. And what's cool is because of how the dirt block drops, it should drop either right into your inventory, or it should drop right down there and will come down with the torch. The only problem with that, of course, being that you can't really Actually, you could do it. You could, if you did this right, kind of have 2 dirt blocks. Break one, put your torch down, put one on top again, like that, and then hit your torch. That line powers off, door closes, and here comes, uh-oh, I think I may have, that's the problem. I blocked the water, didn't I? Yep. Okay, so you can't do that. My bad. I thought you could, but you would have to actually do that. You would have to move everything back by 1 block and extend this wall out a little further. So you'd have to do something like this, and you could do that. That's not too hard to do. So do something like that, and then block it up, and there we go. There you go. See? So if you want to put a hidden block in there like that, you have to extend it out another block further than we currently have it. So that is about it for the hidden door redstone torch tutorial that I've done. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to answer them as best I can. And I'll see if I can't compact it even further. I know this is like the 3rd or 4th iteration of this, and this is only the 2nd one I've published. But it's a this time is now a fairly compact version. You can really put this in a mountainside somewhere, and have it be kind of safe. Obviously, if people know where your torch door is, they can open it up with a redstone torch of their own, but just between you and me, I wouldn't tell them. Don't give them that kind of information. They don't need to know. So, thanks again for watching, everybody. Hope you liked it, and as always, good luck, good mining, have fun, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, actually, one more thing. I did figure out a way to subcompact it a little bit further, so watch this. I put the water up here and the pistons underneath it, so you no longer need that big long funnel going back to actually get this done properly. So again, as always, we'll just drop right down, piston comes out, and there you go. So this is kind of I guess version 2.5 now. Has the water source block moved directly over top where the funnel is, and then the piston's underneath it. It's just a regular piston. So, tiny little alteration here. I thought I would just tack it on to the end of the video, because that's the easiest way to do it. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see, I guess again, I'll see if I can't subcompact it anymore. I'm sure I can, but this is looking pretty good right now. It's a little bit smaller by a couple blocks now, so I don't have that, I don't have that big huge funnel going back anymore you have to worry about. So just a quick little add-on at the end here. So I guess I'll say it a second time, but thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck, good mining, have fun, and I will see you guys next time.